What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, back again with some more Pirate Rumble action. Today we have a very interesting video. We're going to be covering not a color-based team today. No, we're going to be covering a class-based team here in Pirate Rumble, which is something a bit different, but we have a lot of new characters that we had recently pulled with the Sync Celebration, and we are going to be discovering some of them over the next couple days, weeks, etc. So let's go ahead and jump into the video today. First of all, we need to actually talk about the team that we're bringing today. This is the team that we are bringing. We are bringing a powerhouse based team today, and the main headline focus characters are obviously going to be super class Katakuri and also the brand new Kaido and lead performers dual legend Kizuna Clash Sugo Fest exclusive. So before we get into some PvP matches, I want to talk about each of them and discuss what they actually do in Rumble. So Katakuri's passive gives your powerhouse characters level 5 HP and level 6 attack. Very basic, but a very good Rumble ability. And then his special ability on a 32 CT, which is a little bit on the high end, targets enemies in a large horizontal range for 3000 fixed damage, as well as level 7 speed down, and targets all enemies for an 80% chance of paralysis for 20 seconds. But then if there are cerebral enemies, you target 2 of them for an additional 1.5 times his attack. So if you're up against a cerebral team, this Katakuri is going to be wicked against them. So just keep that in mind if you are building this team. So that's Katakuri, pretty good character overall. I think that his CT is a bit high for what it does, personally speaking. But now let's talk about the other guy, which is the Kaido and the lead performers. Their passive is very similar to Katakuri, giving your powerhouse characters level 6 attack and level 6 HP. So pretty similar, pretty good though. And then a special ability on a 34 CT, again, which is pretty high, but it targets one enemy that ignores defense for 0.8 times his attack. But it does it up to 4 times, so that is awesome. The fact that you're able to get 4 hits of bypassing defense, and considering how much attack buffs that we actually have on this team, this should be doing good damage to the enemy, especially because they can't reduce the damage, which is pretty awesome to see. So that is the breakdown of the Kaido as well as the Katakuri. But in terms of the other supporting roles, we have obviously V3 Blackbeard, because he got a recent PvP buff. He's actually very, very good. We've got Cracker for our CT, and then we've also got limited rare recruit Marco, which actually recently got buffed. The reason why he's on here is because he gives us a speed and a defensive buff. You know, it's only level 3 defense, and that's one of the big flaws of this team, is that we don't have good defensive buffs, but we needed something. Plus his special ability on a 20 CT does actually allow you to get increased CT for some of your characters at least, as well as giving some additional speed. So he seemed like a pretty good addition to the team, and if someone gets knocked out, we have our PvP Whitebeard or Sober Mask to take their place. Sober Mask is very good though, because he himself is powerhouse, so he does get a lot of the buffs from the team. So that is the breakdown of the current powerhouse team in Pirate Rumble. Let's go ahead now and jump into some matches. Alright, so our first victim right here, we're going to go up against an int defense team. No Yamato, so that's at least a good thing, but we do have Komurasaki and NL, which provide good defensive and healing capabilities, and then we've got the main attack line units in Moria and Doflamingo. So let's jump into it. Very, very excited to see how we perform here. And, you know, one thing to note as well is that this powerhouse team is going to do awful against Wano Law, because he does reduce the powerhouse characters a lot. So we kind of are going to be avoiding him in this video today. But let's just see how we go against a pretty annoying int defense team. Obviously, if you've got like the Mono side team, has no problems handling this. But this is actually the first Pirate Rumble video that we have in version 11.2, and you can notice that the status of the characters are changing. And the reason why the stats will disappear over time is because it goes over to a new page where it shows each character and their additional stats, like CT, blow away percent, crit up, all of those types of things that aren't shown normally. Alright, so now we've got Katakuri coming in with some fixed damage, some speed reduction, and some paralysis. And then also, because Komurasaki is cerebral, we've got a bit of additional damage there, which is actually nice. And NL's going to do a little bit to us, and as we said, you know, we don't have any defensive buff really going on right now, so that kind of sucks. We've got Blackbeard, but we're about to get our Kaido to launch, which, remember, 4 hits of bypassing defense. Let's see how much he does. Boom. Boom. See you, Jozu. And good damage to the Moria and the Doflamingo. So that's why Kaido is going to be so good for this team. Can we tank this hit? We can tank it. We're looking pretty good right now. We do have a lot of time left, but I'm looking pretty good right now. We got some CT reduction to Katakuri, which is good. Marco, I think, is actually a really nice addition to this team. I really do like him on this team. Katakuri, unfortunately, because his range is so small, it's like a medium or a large range horizontal. Horizontal damage is not that good. You definitely want large range. That's the best that you can get. Or if you just target all enemies, that's also very good. So unfortunately, he didn't do that much damage there. A little bit coming in from Cracker, which is always nice to see. That helps out a lot too. Marco's going to launch for a third time in this quest, giving some CT to Kaido. So when he comes up, he will be launching his special. And unfortunately, going to get some half stats. And who actually got targeted with that? Oh, geez, all the ones that we didn't want to get targeted with. That kind of sucks. Blackbeard doing good damage, but we do get some CT and the action bind against those characters too. And Kaido should probably sweep here. No? Okay, at least Doflamingo is down. At least that's good. But we've got 30 seconds left. Can we actually get this done? We might be lacking a bit of damage too, but at least I don't really expect to lose this quest, at least in terms of losing all of our characters. But now it's just Komurasaki left, all of our characters attacking. And there we go. Boom. Katakuri with the 3000 fixed and the additional uppercut of 1.5 times his attack to cerebral characters, getting the job done against the Int defense team. Let's go. My boy, Mr. Slam Jam. Let's see how this one goes. So this one does have a couple of decent cerebral units in Shirahoshi Manjeri, Shanks' crew, and also V2 Rayleigh. But then we also have to worry about Sabo and Ace. Sabo and Ace are also kind of annoying to deal with, and Tezora giving them some CT increase. So this is going to be one of those games as well where I think it's probably going to go down to a really low timer, but hoping that we get the right attacks on the right characters to just get the dub straight away. That would obviously be ideal. So let's see what happens here. So Marco, we want him to reduce the CT of ideally Kaido. He's the #1 character we want to launch first because he just does the most damage, you know, being able to do that much damage to the enemy, bypassing defense. We already got the KO against that, just that filler unit in Nami, so Shanks' crew is already on the main line. We can start dealing damage to him. Remember, when Katakuri launches his special, he's not only going to do that fixed damage, but he's going to do additional damage to those cerebral characters. So that's going to be really great for us here. Blackbeard already getting to launch. Really good. And we do get the action bind on the Shirahoshi Manjeri and the Tezora. There we go, bit of damage against Shanks' crew. And then the additional damage to the cerebral characters. Very nice. Okay, so we do have Kaido coming up very soon. Bit of damage there in paralysis, but that's not going to be that big of a deal. But now Kaido bypassing defense. Let's go. Okay, targeting down. Oh, okay, dude. If we took down Shirahoshi Manjeri there, that would have been so perfect. Can we target Shirahoshi Manjeri? She's still up. Are you kidding me? Oh man, we got super unlucky because Shirahoshi Manjeri is going to heal all of the enemy. That is not ideal at all. We have no specials. She's going to come up and she's going to heal. That really sucks. Damn, actually healed them by a pretty good amount. At least there's 50 seconds left. They really don't have a lot of damage output, the cerebral teams. They're really good at stalling out your teams, basically. They want to try and, you know, make the timer go to 0 without losing all of their characters. Rayleigh does kind of hurt here, but not a big problem. But just those defensive buffs that Rayleigh provides, especially when he falls below 50%, super annoying there. Do we get more action bind? No, they actually avoid it, so that actually sucks. But Marco is going to launch again. Who does he target this time? Targets Cracker, which does kind of suck considering he was pretty much already ready to go. We're going to get some damage here from Katakuri. Does KO the Shanks' crew and additional damage to those cerebral units once again. Here we go, Kaido. Bring it home. Dude, look at him go! You get damage, and then you get damage, boy. Let's go, Kaido, and the lead performers. Dude, that damage through defense. Oh, man. Incredibly satisfying. Dude, Kaido Legends, they always make him so good. Let's go. Alright, let's see how we go against a quick defense team. Now, one thing about it is that there's no Kaido, there's no Shiryu either, so I don't really know how I feel about it, but the thing is they do have heavy hitters. They've got King, they've got Akainu, they've got Magellan, they've also got Whitebeard on the bench as well. Like, there are still annoying characters on this team, but it's not like pure optimal quick defense team. And look, that's the thing. This video is not to showcase that this is the best team in the game. I just wanted to showcase that, hey, you can build a powerhouse team, and yeah, it can do some things. It's not the best team in the game, but it's still fun to use it nonetheless. And, you know, you never know. Maybe later on down the line, they're going to release some amazing powerhouse units, going to make this team, like, absolutely broken. But as for right now, definitely not the case. But let's see what we're able to do against this quick team. Now, against the quick team, quick typically has some pretty good CT increases. I know Magellan is going to be a bit of a pain. He's going to launch very quickly. Luckily, he just missed his special timer there, but he's King. That's going to hurt. That's instantly going to KO Katakuri. That is not good at all. I was not expecting to get completely KO'd. I think King, when he launches, he does like 6 times his attack, or like 5 times his attack. It's pretty absurd. But we actually get a KO ourselves. We KO the Akainu and the absolute action bind against Smoker and Tesoro. That's pretty epic, dude. Holy crap. And then we get the defense bypassing damage. KOing Tesoro, KOing the Magellan as well. Dude, we absolutely wiped the floor with this guy. What the hell? I mean, hey, Katakuri got knocked out pretty quickly, but, I mean, this man can't do anything. It's over. Alright, Blackbeard's going to get some CT, so he will launch his special when he comes back, but we get the very, very easy W there. Wow. Okay, so despite the fact that, you know, Katakuri got knocked out so quickly, that was looking a little grim for a moment there. But, hey, yo, Blackbeard, I love Blackbeard as well, doing really good action bind stuff, and then the damage through defense with the Kaido, very impressive stuff. So that is going to wrap up this video today. Thank you very much for watching it, guys, and if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.